Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Trailblazer Mager. Last video, I achieved my true desert major form of getting full infinity. I got 99 construction, I went to Zami, I got the Zami spare, and that's where we are now. I was really enjoying the Zami last video, so maybe I'll do some more today as well, because it was a lot of fun. I have a lot of plans I want to get done and do in this video that I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a lot of fun, but first, I have to edit the previous video, so I'm going to run my laps at Apatol. And right away I get 94 agility. And I left off my Apatol laps last time at 600, just over 600. It has come to that time where I need to AFK, so doing some mining and got level 98. Alright, I am ready to game, and I've got a one small favor series of activities to do. I want to do TOA, but before doing TOA, I want to get high range and melee stats. And to get those stats up, I want to do pest control. But before pest control, I need to get the hard tier of combat achievements done so I can get the maximum void night points per game. Next question is, how far am I from the hard tier of combat achievements? That's a good question. I don't know. I never collected the medium rewards. So I'm going to leave the stars and go collect that. You got the medium rewards here. I'm going to put the XP lamp on fletching. I don't think it really matters too much, but fletching seems like a nice skill if you don't have a lot of GP. I'm very poor, so toss down to there, 160k XP. And the Gommel's Hill too. So right now I'll only be getting 2 extra Void Night points at Pest Control. At the next tier I'll get 3 extra, the maximum amount. I'm going to continue where I left off last video and do some Zami. I was 29 KC when I got the spear. And I could do a few of these at least the 50 KC one. I think my crystal memory is still like attuned to the Zami area. Let's see. Alright, let's jump straight back into it. No, hey Zami, spear number 2 at 32 KC. I guess there's not really a use for more than one, is there? Wait, what is it out for? Oh, 60k. I forgot I have that thing to save me. There's a combat achievement to finish off Zami with a Demon Bane weapon, so we'll try that right here. It's gonna be pretty rough with my melee stats. Maybe I should use a super pot. Oh my god, I'm not gonna hit. Another Steam Staff, my second one. Okay, I got I got 2 things and another thing. Holy cow, wait, that's a lot of stuff on me. Get to the POH. No, I did the Demon Bane weaponry one. I don't know what the not so great after all is. Oh, finish off a greater demon with the Demon Bane weapon. And then the 50 combat achievements was 80 weak points. Whoa, Staff of the Dead. Is that a thing? I can't even equip it. 44 KC. That one is a 1 out of 101 drop into the Steam Battle Staff. I'm killing the minions to get this other combat achievement done. I just got a God Sword Shard 3. Did I get it? No, he's respawned just right as the boss died. I'm very confident I'll get the combat achievement this time after the long death animation. Oh my god, with the Zami Spear, 49 KC, Demonic Showdown, and yeah. And there's the combat achievement for 50 KC at Zami. Another Zami Spear. Steam Staff. One more Steam Staff. The reason I stayed at Zami just a little bit longer was for this combat. Another Staff of the Dead. It was for this combat achievement to get 100 KC, and there's also a league task: defeat any God Wars dungeon boss 100 times. That was 70 kills tonight, and it took just under an hour. See how we're looking here. 140. I feel like I barely made a dent. 145 more points. What I really love though is how much GP I made. I mean, just the straight up GP alone. Or if you go to the loot tracker, 600k GP. And then there's like some rune alchables as well. Next up, I'm going to go back to the main room and we'll go to Bandos. So I'm going to get my 40 Bandos KC right here at the Goblin D's. And I suspect the method will be exactly the same for fighting Bandos as it was for Zami. Well, let's jump right into it. Get the quick prayers on. Put those on. Freeze, and then no hands. I'm not going to touch the mouse at all. And we'll just see what happens. Got a combat achievement and a league task on the first KC. Oh, his death animation so long. Oh my god. Okay, I got the combat achievement to kill Bandos while the minions were dead. I thought they were going to spawn while he was dying, but I was staring so hard, and then suddenly the BCP appears. Wow. Oh, I can actually equip it. Wow, that's amazing. 3 KC. I just did another combat achievement, Org Freezer. The only other combat achievements I could do for Gardor now are 50 KC and 100 KC. The others you have to do in a privately rented instance, which you need the hard tier of combat achievements for. Whoa, Bandos hilt. That's my first hilt. I only have the guts for chart 3 though. What? Oh, I was like, wait, I haven't killed the boss. How can there be a combat or a thing pop up? That was, I just got 99 hit points. Oh, there's the second Bandos hilt. It's a 300k alk though, at least. General Gardor Adept. Wow, 50 KC already. That went by pretty fast. PC, wait. Oh, it's the one I got. I was like, forgot which of the pieces I got. Dang. Well, what's the alk value on that? 174k. Ooh, a God Sword Shard 2. All I need is a Shard 1 to finish the blade. Ooh, Bandos boots. That's really good. There's a league task to equip a full set of Bandos, so if I get the tacits, then I can do that. And league task aside, I think I'd want the tacits either way. No, wait, the God Sword Shard 1. I actually completed a blade without getting any dupe God Sword Shards. I'm not going to make it now because I can't equip it anyways, but just to show you, here's the collection log. One of each. This is 100 KC at Gardor for the combat achievement. Still no tacits though, unfortunately. They're 1 out of 76, so it's not really too unlucky. I was averaging about 70 kills per hour, so 100 KC took about an hour and a half. I kind of want to move on to the other God Wars bosses, but I gotta get the tacits and there's league points out of it. I am going to be going to bed soon, but just for the rest of the night, just for a little bit longer, I'll stay at Bandos. Oh, the Bandos boots. Each piece, all 3 of the pieces, they're all 1 out of 76, so every like 25-ish kills I would expect to see any of the 3 pieces. Bandos hilts, not tacits. More boots. Oh man, the wrong piece. The wrong piece. I really should go to bed, but I just keep saying one more Bandos, one more. Back to back into the God Sword Shard 3. There's a Shard 2, another hilt. Yes. Yes, I'm so glad I stayed up for that. Yes, the Bandos tacits, 161 KC, so that was a bit over double the drop rate. Oh, such a nice feeling. I know a 2-hour grind is not a long grind in terms of RuneScape time, but in terms of League's time, 2 hours is like massively huge time thing. I don't know, I'm tired. That is 200 league points though, that's why I was like really wanting to get it. Here's a quick look at the collection log for Bandos, and here's a look at the loot tracker. Now I'm going to bed, and tomorrow we'll take on Arma and Sarah. Good morning. I'm getting some Arma KC right now, and then we'll be able to go fight the boss. I don't have any Arma items, so it's like gonna be kind of annoying getting in there, but I'll be fine. I accidentally killed the spiritual mage and got dragon boots. Let's head back in there and gonna go straight in and fight the boss. Freeze, and then maybe it will end up being the same method as the other 2. Wait, no, I don't need to freeze Arma. Okay, there's 1 KC. Whoa, 25 million matching XP. I wasn't ready for that. I thought I got a drop even though I didn't kill the boss yet. Something I really like with Arma, at least compared to Bandos, is that there's hardly a death animation. Am I gonna die here? I'll just let myself die. Okay. Revived. The items like appear right away on the ground. It's nice. All the minions are dead, and it's a race to not splash Kriara 20 times in a row before it dies. Come on. Yes, got the combat achievement done. What I started doing for Arma, first I attacked the boss a couple times, and when the minions spawn, I just freeze the melee minion and then go back to attacking the boss, because I was taking a lot of damage, and even with the melee minion frozen, I still am taking a lot of damage. I think one of the reasons is because the boss attacks me. With the other 2, they only meleeed, so I could freeze them and mitigate all damage from the boss, but I do still take a little bit of damage from Kriara. God Sword Shard 2. A Dragonstone. Do you know how many pets that could have been? 50 KC. No pieces of the Arma sets yet. It's the same as the other boss, 1 out of 76 for a specific piece, so about 1 in 25-ish for any piece. God Sword Shard 1. 100 Arma KC. I haven't gotten any pieces. It's like 4 times the drop rate almost to see any piece. Should I keep going? Because like, if I can do 100 KC without getting a piece, I could do another 100 KC without getting a piece. Oh, that's that's not an Arma piece. That's cool, I guess, but it's 200 league points to equip any Arma piece. I didn't explicitly say that, but I just have to get any piece of armor. It's nice to know that the game's not broken and that uniques do exist. And I got to return to... I need to buy blood runes because I'm almost out, and my only two options for shops to buy them from are Ali in the desert for 500 each, or in the Wizards Guild, they're 400 each, except I have to do Hand in the Sand to be able to buy these. So... I'm gonna buy them from Ali instead. I'll use all the GP that I just got from Arma to buy more blood runes, and I got over 1,000 more. Yes, the first piece of Arma. Okay, now I can equip it. 200 league points. It was worth. All right, let's gear up for Sarah. My KC per hour was 65, so it's a bit slower than the other bosses. Here's the loot tracker. For some reason, I kept getting these loop halves and didn't get any of the tooth halves. It's really weird. Yeah, just like with the others, it is legit the exact same method. I guess that's what you'd expect, but very easy. So I go in, freeze, then hands off, AFK the rest of the time. It's pretty chill. And hopefully I get the task here to kill the boss. No, the minions spawned right at the end. Took a couple tries, but I got it this time, killing the boss while all 3 minions are dead. That was the only combat achievement I can do besides for 50 KC and 100 KC, because the rest of these need the privately rented instance. Hey, the Ceradoman sword. Let's make sure I can pick that up and equip it. That was 80 league points. Back to back into the Gods for Shard 3. Back 3 back. Sarah Sword, Gods for Shard, Sarah Sword. And another Sarah Sword. What? Another back to back into another sword. I looked up the drop rate. These are 1 in 25, so they're not like, not super common. I mean, they are super common, but they're not like that common. That's where all my freaking armor RNG went. Oh, wow. The ACB. Can I equip that? Oh, I do have the levels to equip it. That's 200 league points. Let me look up the drop rate. Arma, crossbow. 1 out of 101. I'm glad I actually got that before 100 KC, because I'm going to leave the boss at 100 KC no matter what. And of course, I get the back-to-back with the Sarah Sword right after. Average. At least these are good alks. I mean, relatively good. 78k. That's a lot of GP for me right now. Ooh, Sarah Lights. It doesn't look like there's a league task for either equipping a Staff of Light or for lighting up the Zami area, so I'm just gonna consume this one to light it up. With Sarah, I noticed if I'm pretty much tick perfect, I can get 3 max hits in instead of 2 max hits like I was getting with the other bosses. I think it's because she starts a bit farther back than the other bosses would when I go in. Well, there's a second ACB. Hey, it's a 600k alk though, if it ever comes to it. Shard 1. I spawned the random event outside the instance. Can these spawn inside the instance though? Because I just brought them in here with me. Got the 50 KC combat achievement done. Onwards to 100 KC. A sword. ACB number 3. Sword. Hey, that drop is sword of cool. Ooh, a Sarah Hilt. That's gonna look good in the collection log. 100 KC at Ceradoman. My time at this boss is done, so I'm gonna make like a nose and boogie. And here's a quick look at the collection log. I completed the boss, minus the pet. Technically, I guess I could always use a second Sarah Light for a Staff of Light, but it's not really important. It's time to open the frozen door. I have the key right here, and now we can head on in. And that was a league task. The frozen door. My character kind of looks like a pure wearing these god items. Okay, I'm not going to be doing X though. I am going to be going back to knocking out combat achievements. I'm now 108 points away. I have 2 more combat achievements I can get done for Deranged Archaeologist. I have to get 10 KC and 25 KC. I always forget I have that. If only a friend had that. That's the 10 KC task. And there's the 25 KC task here. I'm done at the Archaeologist. This is a very random one, but I had to beat Gluff in under 2 minutes 30. Yep, there's the, oh wow. I got the combat achievement, and that put me at 200 combat achievement points for a league task. I love how all these things with the combat achievements and my goals and the league points, they're all tying together. I love how many birds I'm getting stoned right now. Ah yes, it's another one of the free-thinking desert people. We're all just clones, man. I should have done these on the way to 99 fishing, but I'm going to do the Temperos combat achievements. And that is to do a solo Temperos without getting hit by fires, torrents, or waves. There we go. Why cook? Getting 10 permits from a single Temperos game. I got 20 permits. Let's see if we can snag something cool from here. Nope. I've got 6 mossy keys and 3 bryophyta tasks to do. This one is kill all 3 growthlings within 3 seconds. It's easy. And for the next one, I had to wait for the boss to die from poison. That's 5 KC. All the bryophyta combat achievements are done, and I'm going to use up my last couple keys. I got to 7 KC, never lucky. As you'd expect to be next, we're going to Obor. I got 4 giant keys. Kill Obor while he's immobilized, sleeping giants. And now I just have to get to 5 KC. 5 KC, that is all the Obor combat achievements. I got 1 more key to use. 6 KC, and I'm out. I really wanted to save TOA for its own video, or at least the next video, but there's so many combat achievements I can really easily get done, so I'm gonna go do it. So many of these freaking majors, man. Okay, I need to make the Zami Spear into Zami Hosta. But if I get the Kandarin Elite Diary done, the cost will change from 300k to 150k. I know it's like, it doesn't really matter, but it matters to me because I actually got my cash stack up a decent amount, but I still don't want to spend the extra GP for something that I eventually am going to do anyways. I have the Chewed Bones, but the only thing I don't have is 85 firemaking. I'm only 75. But instead of training firemaking, I'm going to do other diaries to then use the XP lamp on firemaking so I could do the diary that I actually want to do to save a little bit of GP so that I can then go do TOA with slightly better DPS. I'm gonna do the Varrock Hard Diary. The Skull Scepter is the worst part. I'm telling you, man, the Varrock Estate Agent and the Sears Estate Agent are both in cahoots. They make you buy the fancy, they both make you buy the fancy stone for the diary, and they make extra GP because they know you'll have to change it to something else first and then change it back to the fancy stone one way or another, and they make you spend more GP. I love being able to one-shot all these with Berserker. I guaranteed max it every time. It's so satisfying. Got the Skull Scepter. Let's use that teleport. And that is Varrock Hard done. And to get some league points. XP lamp. Let's see how many firemaking levels I'm going to get from 75 to, only 77. I can't do any more diaries right now, whether it's due to lacking the skill levels or even lacking certain seeds like Belladonna, or for the Artie diary, I still don't have the strawberry seeds for the medium diary. I'm hoping they'll someday magically appear in my bank. How much firemaking XP do I get per teak log? 1600. It's been almost an hour of firemaking, but there is level 85. Now I can go do the Kandarin Elite Diary. I think I've found my answer of what I want to use my XP lamps on going forward. And the final task for Kandarin Elite is Smith a Rune Hosta. Let's go get that XP lamp. 200 league points. Let's toss this onto firemaking. We'll go from level 85 to 87. 800k XP. Worth it. Instead of having to spend 300k, I only have to spend 150k. And so we head into the tombs. That's the name of the mini quest. I'm sure my gear setup and my loadout will change as I figure out what I can and can't do, because I don't know exactly in the league how it's going to work, like what combat styles I can or can't use on certain bosses. I tossed on a bunch of random invocations to put up to raid level 235, and we'll see how many combat achievements I get done this raid. I'm so curious, will Mage work on Kefri? Well, yeah, I guess the first 2 or 3 hits will hit, but after that, oh, just hitting. I thought maybe I'd have to use melee. Melee might still be better, actually. Yeah, this is why I want to get my melees up, because Mage and Melee both kind of suck at Kefri. If I got a Fang, that'd be a huge upgrade, but really, I mean, with like 70, 80 melee stats, it kind of sucks. No, I forgot to put a pickaxe in here. This is the worst part about being a Major doing TOAs, that I have to melee for this part, for the final phase of Akka, but I have the Undying Retribution, so that'll be nice. If I die, I won't actually die. What was that? Dropped the ball. Defeat Akka without dropping any materializing orbs and without dying. And here's the fun part about having the Berserker Relic. Max hit for the first hit every single time. I don't have to change my combat styles. Oh my god, that just healed me up to full, because it's like a phantom heal with the max hit. I'm hitting pretty well on the obelisk too, and it looks like I'm gonna skip the falling orb things. Yep, we gotta skip. First TOA, I expect there to be a lot of pop-ups in the chat box and on the screen. Holy, look at all that. That is 6 combat achievements and then 1 league task. I was doing the combat achievement, I think it's Helpful Spirit Who, where I don't take any supplies from the Helpful Spirit, so I didn't have any smelling salts for that. We got a 3% chance, about, which multiplied by 5 with the 5 times drop rate multiplier, 15% chance. Oh, is it really 15%? Hold on, wait, before I, wow, I can't believe it. Before I get the purple, I need to go, oh, never mind, I can't do that. This run, I have to do a thing after, okay. Oh, this is sick. First purple on the first raid. Let's see what it's gonna be. I'd like a Fang. I think that'd be ideal. Well, you know, something. Do I even have, oh, I got the thread, nice. Let's equip the ring. That's 80 league points. I thought it'd be 200. Well, you know, it's still something. I'm probably not going to use it though, because I don't use any spec weapon. After getting all these points, I am now 62 points to the hard tier. So many things to do. First thing, I'm going to put my rune pick into the cavity. Next up is finishing this mini quest into the tombs. I get an XP lamp, which you could use in any combat skill except for prayer. I suppose I'll use it on the lowest one, attack. 800k XP. Oh, and that put me at 110 combat level, which is 80 league points. Next, I gotta use the thread on the rune pouch, combine those, and has another league task. Divine Rune Pouch is 40 points. Now I'm gonna do the thing to get the Ancient Key using the 4 MVP rewards from the raid. I don't really have any broad bolts, so I'm gonna buy maybe 5k. Yeah, and get a little bit of Fletch and XP here, and use those for my range setup. If I speak to the Bank Camel again, he'll give me the key. I'm gonna do a 300 invocation raid, which might kind of suck without a Fang, but I'll make it through, I'm sure. Hey, combat achievement, Perfect Crondus. Oh my god, that's insane. Sub 2 minute monkey room. There is the first expert mode KC. It says 4.24% chance, so multiplied by 5, that's about a 21% chance for purple here. Let's see if we get it. No. And, oh yeah, so I got this key. We're gonna use that on the door. Open up the chest and we get the Uwu mask, which is 200 league points. That's 200 league points, but the light bearer, a purple from TOA, is only 80 points. What kind of loot do we get? A gem maybe? No, well, yeah, technically gems. I'm gonna go in, but not go through a whole raid, just kind of go in and try to do some of these puzzle room tasks or some other easy ones that I can go in and go right back out. I can destroy the non-weakened boulders. I assume that's because of Berserker. In the main game, you just hit like 1 or 2 damage and it's impossible to destroy these, but in the league, you can do it, and it's gonna make this combat achievement I'm doing very easy. Should get it right here. Yep, no skipping allowed. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, perfect Scabaras. 5 combat achievement points. This is the last hit. Should be the combat achievement for, yeah, melee only Zabak, the Chompington. I'm gonna leave TOA now. It's been fun, but I've kind of milked out as many relatively easy points as I can get. I had to defeat the Jad in under 45 seconds. Let's see if I did it. I did, 35 seconds. That was first try too. Oh, and that was a lead task. Complete 5 speed tasks. This one was a pretty rough one without a halberd, but I got the 2 Jad challenge using melee only with with the Hosta and with this gear and stats. It took me about 10 minutes. I canceled my Slayer task, and I need to get either a Thermi task or a Sire task. Wait, that's the one I just canceled. How did I just get that back to back? What? You can cancel and get the same task again? I got a Jad task and I couldn't not do it. So that was 4kc. At 5kc, I'll get some stuff done. I got a Kraken task and I remembered I was only like 5 kills off 300kc. So here I am back here and I got a tentacle. 300 Kraken kc, 200 league points. I don't know if I would come back for the 10 tentacle task. Maybe if I got a shadow, but otherwise, yeah. Now that I have full infinity and this whole get up, I keep noticing it more everywhere I go. Every time I go to the GE, I swear there's someone in full infinity with the stereotypical desert major look. Hey, I got my Abbey Demon task. Although it's dinner time, so I'll come back to that later tonight, because for now I'm gonna do some mining. Hello, I'm back, and I am mining. Or I am done mining. There's level 99. I have to recolor the prospector set. I have 1 piece recolored, so I have to get 3 more pieces. And each piece is 3,000 Stardust, and I just so happened to finish off 99 mining with just over 9,000 Stardust. So that works out perfectly. Let's buy those 3. Attach the last piece, put all those on. There we go, a full set of Golden Prospector, and that's 200 points. I thought it might be 80, but it was 200. That was my AFK thing for the last good while. Maybe I'll make Apital my downtime thing. Apital may not be AFK, but at least it's interval based and I can do it somewhat, not too inefficiently at least. Oh my god. Not on this account too. From the weirdest place. On the other account, I got the squirrel from Brimhaven Agility, and then here I get it from Apital. Oh my god. I will very gladly take the free 200 league points though, and the free collection log slot. I have to pick up the squirrel to do the course. This person just said grats. Is it that obvious that I got a pet? And we've got 95 agility coming in. Yo, it's sire time. Let's get these combat achievements knocked out. Here's the first sire. Oh my, there's so many. Slay my first abyssal demon, and then one to get my first KC at the sire. That was 4 combat achievements, 14 points. Did I do it? Yeah, they grow up too fast. I've got 3 sire KC, and the only 2 tasks left are to get 20 KC and 50 KC. 20 sire KC for the combat achievement points. Yes, the first one sired. These are 1 out of 20, so 22 KC is pretty much on the drop rate. Teleport to fairy ring code DIP, and I'd be happy with anything really. I mean, even a whip. I don't have a whip yet. Let's see what we get. That's good. That is fantastic. 80 league points for offering an unsired, and then 200 league points for equipping the first whip. This is my stats as of the time of getting the first whip on the account. Unsired number 2. I woke up and this was my second kill of the day today. Here we go. Okay, first bludgeon piece. My favorite drop from Sire is the Mind Goblin Talisman. With that last KC, just got me to 98 Slayer. What a way to get the 50 KC with the death at the same time. So that was defeat Abyssal Sire 50 times. That was the last combat achievement for Sire, and there's a league task to get all the Abyssal Sire combat achievements done. So that was 400 points and 4 combat achievement points. Only 8 points left to go. I need a Serb task or a Thermi task or maybe even a Jad task. Well, that was easy. There's the Smoke Devil task. I only had the 1 spider's task in between. I have to kill Thermi without it hitting anyone, so I'm gonna freeze it and then hope that I kill it before it unfreezes. Yeah, that was really easy. That should be the combat achievement. Oh, and that was a nice little surprise league task too. That was 300 combat achievement points. Bro, what? Dragon Chain. It is boosted 5 times in the league, so it's 1 out of 400 from Thermi, but it's just funny that I've gotten 1 from Dust Devils and now 1 from Thermi, whereas like KQ's the main way that people usually get them, so I've just gotten them from the weird sources. Hey, an occult necklace. Oh. This has been a fantastic thing today. A jar of smoke. Well, there goes my jar task issue. It doesn't look like the jar is an increased drop rate on the wiki. I don't see it on the boosted list here, so I think that's a straight up 1 out of 2k drop. And another occult necklace. The final Thermi kill, 20 KC. I'm a thermonuclear veteran, and that is the hard tear of the combat achievements complete. That was a master task. I didn't realize that. I thought it was elite. A few things to take care of first before I go claim the reward from the combat achievements. First thing is the Staff of the Dead. I can equip that now because at some point I got 75 attack that I didn't have when I got it. Next thing is going to be attaching the Kraken Tentacle to the whip and equipping that. There's another 200 league points for equipping an Abyssal Tentacle. Got to build the boss lair display in the POH so I can put the jar in there. And that is another elite task. It's funny, I was so excited when I got all the shards to finish my first Godsword Blade. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get any dupes. It worked out so perfectly. And now here I am. I have like 3 to 4 of each of them by the time I finish God Wars. I didn't realize I'd be doing so much God Wars in this video. But yeah, we'll put these together. It could proc, right? With Production Project, I could get an extra made and sent to the bank. Not that I need it, but it could, theoretically. And this will make the first Godsword Blade. We'll put that onto the hilt, equip it. I've equipped a god sword. I was going through my bank and I tried to pick out all the items that I got today or got in this video. I'm not sure if I got everything, but I think I got the gist of it. If we do a price check, that's worth over 450 mil in GE value. And then even after taking all the stuff out of my bank, I still have a bank value of over 100 mil. So the net worth of this account is over 500 mil, most of which was attained today or in this video. I gotta call this video like the most insane leagues video I've ever posted because I think it is. I don't think I've ever gained this many like cool, unique PVM gear items in a single leagues video before. Finally, time to claim the rewards from the hard tier of combat achievements. I'll get the maximum amount of points at pest control. It'll be a base of 8 points plus the 8 times multiplier. And then we get the XP lamp. I'm going to put it onto fire making. Oh, it's only 240k. In this video, I've gained about 6k league points, and then here's what the stats are up to. It's currently still 2023, but by the time this video goes up, it might be going up like January 1st. So if that's the case, I hope you guys had a good new year. Welcome to 2024. Hey, actually, while I have you here, since I'm stuck in the past, but you're in the future, I would very much appreciate the winning lottery ticket numbers. Thank you. No, but I hope you had a safe and healthy and happy New Year's. And I hope 2024 holds everything you could ever hope for and much, much more. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe out there. Take care. Until next time, I love you. Bye.